Yes, I'll be right there. I'll need a blood pressure and pulse and keep the IV going,
Yes,
please.
doctor. How is she?
Well, the hemorrhaging is under control, but she lost an enormous amount of blood before they finally got her into the D&C. She very nearly went out on us.
Oh, my God.
No, she's stabilized. We gave her a transfusion. They're pumping glucose into her. I think we can begin to relax now. But I'd like to get her back to Riverside as soon as possible.
Well, I'll tell you, I just looked in on the baby, and I think he should be moved as soon as possible, too. Riverside's so much better equipped to deal with complications than they are here.
Right.
Though he does seem to be getting the royal treatment.
Oh, good.
He's so tiny. It's the littlest preemie I've ever seen.
But perfect, isn't he? And strong. He'll make a fight of it.
Well, he's done a pretty good job already. So is Jill, for that matter.
Roger hasn't left yet, has he?
No, no. He's up getting coffee. I told him to bring you a cup.
Oh, good. Thanks. I can use one.
Blood pressure 90/60, pulse 120, doctor.
Oh, that's better. Thank you.
Color seems to be coming back a little.
Yeah, I don't think she'll need another transfusion. Big danger now, of course, is infection.
Yeah, she'll be vulnerable to that for a while.
We'll watch her. We won't let anything happen.
Right.
Have you been a doctor long enough to have experienced that feeling of helplessness when you've done everything you can and, well, it's not up to you anymore?
Yeah. I don't know whether it's out of belief or superstition, but at times like that, I pray.
Yeah, I guess we all do one way or another. Sometimes you don't get the answer you want, though.
Are you thinking about Nell?
Yeah.
Oh, Seneca, that was an entirely different situation. Jill's gonna pull through.
She has to.
Hey, look, I'm gonna go get some coffee. I'll see you later.
Yeah, sure.
Chloe's desperate for money.
I cannot be late on my rent.
With no other options.
Do you have any work for me?
Forced to turn tricks.
You're not standing me up, are you?
Now can Brady stop her?
You two circle back to the pub. I'm gonna check the alleys.
Before the trick's on her. Watch Days of Our Lives, weeknights at 6 and 11 on SoapNet.
Join us.
Join us
Join us, join us.
at the table.
Get ready for The Chew, a new talk show where everyone brings something to the table.
To make a creamy soup without the cream, use tofu.
For fresh ingredients, nothing beats local.
This local enough for you?
Treat yourself to something delicious.
If you love beef, try pastrami instead of bacon on your burger.
Make every recipe your very own.
Join The Chew, weekdays, coming Monday, September 26th, only on ABC.
You know how it is. You go, how am I going to lose this weight?
Tina lost 22 pounds on eDiets, and now you can lose weight too. You'll get fresh prepared meals delivered right to your door, and now you can get a whole week of meals free.
I've lost 30 pounds.
Hey, I made it to 50 pounds, and look at me now, I'm 60 pounds.
Call now to find out how you can get 1 week's worth of delicious food delivered right to your door free.
Holy moly, woman. We thought you'd take it off, but didn't think it would stay off.
Truthfully, I like everything about eDiets.
You can enjoy all the foods you love to eat, from pizza to pasta to delicious desserts.
It's so easy to have food delivered to your door and not have to think about it.
No dishes, no cooking, no going to the grocery store. That's how simple it is, and the weight comes off.
Choose from over 120 fresh prepared meals, not dehydrated, tasteless food, but really delicious food. It's so easy. Here's a program you could stick with because the food tastes great.
I have lost 25 pounds.
94 pounds. I lost 115 pounds.
Along the way, eDiets.com gives you real support.
Terrific online tools, access to registered dietitians, friends who care about your success, and a full week of meals absolutely free. Start losing weight today and get awesome results.
Millions of people have turned eDiets.com to lose the weight. Now it's your turn.
Call eDiets today and you can get 1 week of meals free. That's 7 breakfasts, 7 lunches, 7 dinners, and 7 snacks. Even chocolate. So don't wait. Pick up the phone and call eDiets now.
Look at me, I lost all the weight.
My husband will often say, "You're the hot wife." eDiets it's changed my life.
Order now and get 1 week of delicious meals absolutely free. That's right, 1 week of fresh prepared meals, free online membership, and 1 week of success, all free.
Free? What are you waiting for? Call or go online to get started now.
Call 1-877-618-8102 or visit ediets.com now.
Any change?
Her vital signs are normal. Should be coming around soon.
Look, I owe you an apology. I came on pretty strong before.
Don't mention it.
Bob around?
No, he was here for a couple of hours. I sent him home a little while ago so he could unwind a little if he can.
Well, I guess I'll go and have a few words with him.
I think he's doing just fine without you. Matter of fact, so was I.
Okay, Patrick. I came back here to say I'm sorry, not to suggest that you need any of my help. This is a pretty horrendous situation, and you've handled it very well.
The Frank Ryan seal of approval.
What's the matter with you, anyway? All I said was that you've obviously got the situation under control.
You're damn right. I got the situation under control. And I don't need you to tell me that I've done a good job.
I'm sure you don't. But I don't quite understand why you're so worked up about this, Pat.
I don't like being handled. And I don't think I need to sit at your feet anymore while you tell me how to run my life.
Okay. I came back here to apologize for the way I spoke to you before, but not what I said. Now, if you're going to let Delia trick you into taking care of her and in the process ruining your life, you are plain stupid.
Your ex-wife has just tried to kill herself. She's been lying in there all night, unconscious, and you think that's a trick? For God's sake, she's miserable and she's desperate.
Oh, look, Pat, desperate is Delia's middle name.
You got some nerve. If she's desperate, you had plenty to do with it. If anybody ever encouraged her dependency, tried to solve all her problems, played a big hero with her, it was you.
Okay. So what have you been doing all this while?
Well, the difference may be that I'm willing to finish what I've begun.
Oh, if you do, you're crazy.
I'm beginning to think you don't care about her at all. You don't understand her at all.
Oh, you're wrong there. I know what Delia's all about. That pathetic waif-like charm that she can turn on and off like a faucet. The adorable, helpless little girl in the body of a fully grown, very beautiful, and extremely desirable woman. Don't you understand that's all she's ever offered us ever since we've known her?
I can't speak for you. I know there's more to my relationship with Delia than just that.
Right, and that's what I want you to try and think through, please. Now, don't you understand? The truth is, for the both of us, Patrick, that with Delia, that there's this crazy, mixed-up need that combines trying to help her and sex. And consciously or unconsciously, Delia plays it for all it's worth. Now, if you can face that one, buddy of mine, you just might be able to avoid a lifetime of trouble.
Okay, you finished with your lecture? I'm going back to work. Don't expect me to take much stock in your advice. The mess your life is in at the moment, I don't consider you much of an expert.
Have you been to the hospital? How is she?
Well, she's not awake yet. Pat says she's out of danger, though.
What about the baby? Can they tell anything?
No, it's too soon to tell whether the baby's going to have any damage or not.
How she could bring herself to take those pills when she's
She
carrying
meant the
Pat's
baby to die. If I would have known, she would have pulled a stunt like this, Mary.
You think she really intended to kill herself?
What the hell else did she intend? She left a note. She took enough of those pills to kill a horse.
Honey, I know we're talking about your sister. You love her and you've protected her all her life, but,
Where are you driving at?
I'm sorry, but I think this was another of Delia's little plans.
Mary, she's lying over there unconscious in an emergency room in the hospital, and you think it's another little plan.
I think maybe she didn't mean it to go this far. Last summer, she crawled out on that ledge and scared us all at a 10 years growth, but she admitted she never intended to jump. Why couldn't it be the same kind of tactic?
Whether she meant it or not, it was damn near a disaster. If Pat hadn't rescued her,
Exactly.
No. Things are worse for her now, Mary. Then it was a question of losing Frank. Now she's going to have a baby nobody wants. Pat won't marry her. She thinks the whole family hates her.
So the logical, rational step is suicide? The logical step, as far as Delia is concerned, is to make Pat rescue her again and feel so guilty he'll do whatever she wants. That's nothing but emotional blackmail.
Yes.
Or is that extortion? You're the police.
Well, you cut it out. Now, anybody who takes a chance like that has got to be desperate. If she doesn't get her own way, she might try that again. She might try something else.
Which is what she wants us all to think. Bob, I don't mean to be mean. And I am sad for anybody who's driven to do the things she does. But that doesn't mean I'm taken in by it. The best thing that could happen to Delia is be not to get her own way for once.
Yeah, well, with the state of mind she's in, I don't know if that's going to happen or not.
If Pat and Faith were to elope tomorrow, Delia would scream for 3 days. And on the 4th day, she'd snap out of it and figure out a way to handle her life and her baby.
It's Pat's baby, too.
He knows that. Why can't he accept that responsibility without handing his whole life over to the girl?
Harry, I'm starting to think that...
What?
No, I just...
What?
Maybe it's not such a bad idea. The two of them getting married. Now, wait.
Are you kidding?
No, wait a second. Now, she loves him.
Love?
Now, wait a second. You know, she's willing to go through all this craziness to get him. Maybe that means she'll put a little more effort in the marriage. Now, if she's married and happy with him, maybe she'll straighten herself out.
Sounds just dandy for Delia. And absolutely awful for Pat. Not to mention Faith. Anyway, I don't think it would work for Delia. Bob, has anybody ever seen her happy? She manipulates and calculates. I'm sorry, but you know it's true. She wears people down, makes them do what she wants, but does it ever satisfy her?
That first year with Frank, the marriage, I thought they were pretty happy. She was happy.
Until the situation called for a little adjusting, a little giving. When Frank was in law school all the time and not making her the center of his attention, she couldn't grow with it. She couldn't change. Do you think she'd be any better with Pat? It'd be worse because Pat loves Faith, and he'd resent it every step of the way, no matter how hard he tried to be a good father. Believe me, marriage is tough enough when two people love each other. But when one party has reservations...
Yeah, I guess you know all about that, huh? Mary, I'm sorry things aren't working out well with you and Jack.
Well, they were. And they still could if you just drop all that annulment and sanity.
You still trying to make that stick?
Yep.
Damn. Sometimes I wish last summer when he was well and I had the chance, I would have punched him out.
Thanks a lot, pal. I've always been able to count on you.
Yeah, well, you never needed me to fight your battles, huh?
No, but it was nice to have you behind me.
Oh, come on, Mary. You know I'm always behind you.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so tough on you. I know this whole business has got to hurt you.
Yeah.
You know, I worry about you sometimes.
Yeah?
What do you want out of life for you?
Well, I like my life pretty good, you know. I like the job I do. I got a good job.
Haven't you ever wanted a family of your own?
I always kind of considered you people my family.
Well, we are, of course, but I mean, don't you think about getting married and having kids?
Yeah, sure I do. Sure. Someday it'll happen.
Well, I'll hope for you.
I think the person who needs a little hope right now is Delia.
This summer, the party's on SoapNet.
We have a party to rock. You will never take over my life.
Nothing is going to change how I feel about you.
That love can't die, baby.
Oh, it is so on.
What? Shut up! And you won't believe who's coming.
You're back.
This is one summer shindig you don't want to miss.
I am ready to have the summer of my life.
Only on SoapNet.
Hey, what's up with your naked toilet paper?
Yeah, I noticed that, man. Inappropriate.
Naked toilet paper?
Your cottonelle roll just sitting out?
Seriously. It's primitive, man.
Yeah, you're taking it for granted. Just cover it up.
Huh, a roll cover. Fancy.
Oh, that stuff will make your day.
Toilet paper that nice deserves respect.
Respect the roll.
New Cottonelle Clean Care Toilet Paper. Get your roll cover at respecttheroll.com.
Wouldn't it be nice if we focused less on the number and more on how the fit makes us feel?
And all my ladies have pride today.
Take the Special K Challenge. Drop a jean size in 2 weeks and slip into size sassy. So many delicious ways to get started at specialk.com. What will you gain when you lose?
Want more of your favorite soaps?
That's great.
Log on to abc.com/daytime. Watch current full episodes of All My Children, General Hospital, and One Life to Live.
Online critics love it.
Plus, get exclusive sneak peeks of what's coming up next.
Sounds like a thumbs up to me.
Connect with other fans to discuss what's on your mind.
I always want to hear what you have to say.
And check out the 101 galleries to get an intimate look at the history of your favorite characters.
That's the best news I've heard all day.
Find it all now at abc.com/daytime.
I'm not going to let you go, Julia. And somehow, we're going to manage to be together. You and me and our little friend. And just for once, I'm not going to push or bully you. We'll be gentle and loving. And you're going to find yourself loving me. It'll happen as naturally as it started last summer. And the baby, our baby, our son, he's going to make it too.
I think he's going to look like you. In fact, I know it. He has your nose and your forehead.
I hope he has your eyes.
I can't tell yet. He keeps them closed most of the time. But he is your son in so many ways. He knows what he wants and he goes after it.
The way I've known that I've wanted you.
You have, right from the beginning. From that first weekend we shared here, I had no idea how that time with you would change my life.
I came out here so desolate. Then we were on the beach in the sun. And I looked at you, felt myself coming back to life.
This is a healing place. The peace and the quiet. That's why I brought you here. I didn't know it was for me as well.
You know, the time we spent out here was haunted. I could never get you, us, out of my mind.
Well, I was clinging stubbornly to Frank, thinking he was the one that I wanted. Seneca, that was such a bad time for me. I mean, I felt like I would never feel whole again. And you stayed with me through all of it. I thank you for being so patient with me.
There was never any question of my leaving.
Do you remember how mad I used to get? I mean, just your being there, making suggestions for my own good.
Well, they were, you know.
Yeah. You know, you understood me better than anybody ever has. Even better than Frank. It's funny. But I hardly ever think about him anymore.
I was hoping that there'd be a time when you could only think of me.
Well, I had to let go of Frank first and feel all of that pain in order to feel what I have today. I see it now, all as a straight line. Right back to you, and our child, and this place. I love you. I think I have since that first weekend we spent here. And I always will.
I knew that if I waited long enough, hoped hard enough, I'd hear you say that.
I don't even mind your being right again. Frank. Frank.
Next, spend some time in Genoa City with the Young and the Restless. Later, see who's stirring up trouble in Pine Valley on All My Children, only on SoapNet.
Join us for The Chew, a new talk show that's made fresh every day.
Wait till you try this.
With expert advice.
My favorite prosciutto comes from Iowa, but fortunately, they deliver.
Dish towels that make the perfect napkins for messy backyard barbecues. The hottest trends.
Pulled chicken tacos from the Korean barbecue truck. Delicious.
And useful tips.
Smaller shrimp are less expensive and just as tasty in my yummy gumbo.
Join The Chew for a bite. Weekdays, coming Monday, September 26th, only on ABC.
Uh-oh. Windex multi-surface lets you keep up with messes right when they happen. So you can put that Windex shine on just about anything. Get Windex multi-surface and keep up.
SC Johnson, a family company.
Your pizza delivery guy. Well, come on in, man. What you waiting on?
For fresh delivery taste without the delivery price, it's DiGiorno.
Hey.
Mom. What is this?
It's a special paste I invented to replace socks.
Why?
Because we can't find socks that shape to our feet. We're sick of it.
Try Hanes socks with the Smooth Comfort Toe Seam. A better fit your whole family will love.
I wanted to look great. Benadryl helped me lose 50 pounds. I lost 31 pounds.
I lost 40 pounds.
And I lost an incredible 37 pounds. Lose weight and look great with Benadryl.
Genoa City, a place for families to fall apart.
I will get my daughter back.
You betrayed me. I'm done with you. There's no more family.
The Young and the Restless, tonight at 7 on SoapNet.
When your child is on the line,
Is Maya Lucy's mother?
you can do the right thing,
She belongs to you.
or you can do the Chandler thing.
I'll get my son back no matter what it costs.
And Agnes Nixon and Carol Burnett return. Watch All My Children, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 8 on SoapNet.
Rumpelstiltskin!
I know why you're here. The Queen has created a powerful curse. Time will stop and we will be trapped. Everything we love will be ripped from us for all eternity. No more happy endings.
What can we do?
The infant growing inside you. On her 28th birthday, the child will return. This is our only hope.
I'd like a room.
Welcome to Storybrooke.
It has begun.
ABC's Once Upon a Time. Sundays this fall on ABC.
Where am I?
It's all right. You're in the hospital.
Hospital. What happened?
You took some pills.
Am I gonna die?
No. It's gonna be all right. We wouldn't let that happen. You gave us all a scare, though.
Oh. Who's
The family. All of us.
I remember. I took those pills.
It's a pretty dumb thing to do, too. But you're forgiven if you promise that you won't try anything like that again.
Well, I wanted to die because I didn't want to make you unhappy. And even if you married Faith, just like you wanted to, I knew you would think about me and about our baby, and you would feel guilty and miserable. Oh, Patty.
What, honey?
Forgive me for not being able to stop wanting or needing you.
Shh. We'll talk about that later. You're still pretty weak.
I want you to understand why I did such a bad thing. I knew that when I looked at our baby, I would see your face. Even if I went 1,000 miles away. And that's why I wanted to go away. I didn't want you to worry about me.
Don't, Delia. There's no need to cry now.
Nothing's changed. Everything is the same. Or it's worse. Oh, God, you should have let me die. My baby is my baby gonna be all right?
I hope so.
Oh, God. Suppose my baby got hurt. It was my punishment.
Don't talk about punishments. No harm's been done as far as we know.
You always make me believe you. You always tell me that every bad thing can be fixed up. Even when I was married to Frank, I wanted to talk to you, but I knew that wasn't right. But I would imagine that he would say to me, "It's okay, Delia. Everything's gonna be okay. It's okay."
I'm here now. Don't need to imagine me.
When I'm with you, I feel like a much better and stronger person. I love you so much. Please, don't go away from me.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna take care of you and the baby.
Does that mean that you're going to marry me?
In Port Charles, revenge is a priority, relationships are disposable, and good medical care is a necessity. Keep up with this fast-paced city with an all-new episode of General Hospital, weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.